Hello, my name's Evan, and I don't know if I have some sort of like Tibetan monk genealogy in my ancestry somewhere, but it seems like I've cultivated a community of goats. Thank you guys. You guys have been absolutely outstanding in aiding me in handling this situation I made a video about yesterday. See, for those of you that aren't aware, there is a whole video I posted yesterday, and if you want to get the full story, that's the best place to consume all of it and put it all in your mouth. But to very briefly summarize, I have a friend, he's an author, he's a movie maker, and recently he had a random, a guy online who has been known to harass other writers in smaller, contained group chats, essentially just create and fabricate a message that Nate said, a random horrible threat with like the R word, a bunch of stuff mixed into it, posted online. And it was getting a bunch of traction on r/writers, and I've been doing everything I can to try and handle it. I tried to like leave it the comments like, hey, you know, like this, you can tell that the screenshot's faked. I go through that in the video that I posted yesterday. And also just, I know Nathan, he doesn't even know how to curse. So it's like, it just doesn't, nothing added up. Like immediately when he came out and reached out to me about this and I saw the screenshot, I was like, something's not right. Something isn't right. And so I went to try and figure out as much as I could. And we came to the conclusion. It was very easy to tell this image was faked. But anyway, that's not what we're going to talk about. This is a follow-up video to tell you about everything that went down since then. I said in the video that I had reached out to the subreddit moderators, you know, the big boys up top, the police, the big old muscular... These are Redditors, let's be for real. The people that run the subreddit. I'm being mean, but it's a bit of subtle foreshadowing. So I told them, hey, yeah, that my friend's being slandered on your subreddit. There's explicitly a rule against attacking writers with information that like it's not very easy to substantiate. And they handled it quite well, actually, by banning me. Solid. So I'm banned on the subreddit. But honestly, at first I was like, man, that sucks. It really is disheartening to see like misinformation win the day. But then again, like, you've seen the presidency. No, I refuse to get political. I won't do that in this video. That's for tomorrow. But I got banned. A bunch of my members in my community got banned. But you know where you're not banned? Right here on Goodreads. Right here where you guys have been leaving some absolutely outstanding reviews, just supporting and helping Nathan after the review bomb of 1-star reviews. There are people even coming in and making up new lore. Looking like new lore about the story. Warning, authors send sexually violent and explicit messages to women. Where did that come from? Where did that spawn from? Like your entire argument is based on a lie, and you're deciding to lie more, put more of the poop on the shit pile. It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up, buddy. But that's why I'm very glad that I've had people, like literally people in my community going into the comments of the comments, like, nah, just not quite. That's not quite accurate. I'm gonna need a bit of a fact check on this one. So yeah, we're seeing pushback in a positive way to help protect my friend, which I'm very glad. I reached out to him. I told him to reach out to Goodreads and reach out to other various sites. He's done book sales at Barnes & Noble, and I said, like, hey, reach out to Barnes & Noble, make sure no one's, like spreading disinformation on the internet. Like, you can do that on the internet. That's allowed. But, like, you know, make sure no one's doing that to them. But regardless of that, I am just so incredibly glad that I'm able to utilize my community that I've worked so hard to cultivate. And, you know, like, I've always enjoyed having a community, but being able to use it as a force for good to help push back against this sort of disinformation it's so outstanding. It makes me so happy. So anyways, it's a big thank you, essentially. This video is a gigantic, big old mollywop of a thank you right into your kisser. What the hell? I'm trying to be moist critical, I guess. And I want to add one important disclaimer is I don't want you guys fighting these people. I see some people getting into the comments from my community and getting a tad aggressive with the people dropping these comments because the comments they're dropping are quite absurd. I mean, because they're coming from a post where a person's claiming that my friend said some things that are quite absurd. And so you have to keep in mind the context that these people are doing what they believe is right. They believe they're attacking someone who said some actually genuinely awful stuff, when in reality, that's not true. I know that's not true. My community knows that's not true because they actually did the research and looked into it and noticed all the imperfections in the screenshot that was very obviously edited. But these people don't know that because it's very easy to be immediately responsive online. And so, you know, people will drop a comment and doing what they believe is good faith. And that's where the issue arises. Because really it is people doing what they believe is right versus me doing what I believe is right, which is defending my friend because I know those screenshots aren't real and I know that he didn't say those things. So don't go in fighting these people. Go in with the intent to teach. Go in with the intent to convert people to understanding rather than going in like, hey, you idiot, don't claim that, you fool, you heathen, you nematode, because like that's not going to That's not going to change someone's mind. You have to speak to the relevant, not the writer. That's a whole other analogy I'll explain in a completely different video. But anyway, one other thing that I want to add before I wrap this video up is people were asking me, hey, Evan, why don't you post the video you posted yesterday on your main channel? Your big channel has 50,000 subs. Why don't you post it there so a lot of people see it, so everyone's you're able to gain more traction for it? And I have two good reasons for why I don't want to do that. The first one being, this is a very personal situation. This is my friend I know in real life, and I don't want to, make my real life stuff put it under the spotlight in my big channel, because my big channel is mostly for news. It's for talking about things I find interesting. It isn't about me. It's about my personality. I like to string my personality and weave it into it, but I don't want the video's content to be strictly me focused. And the other thing is, I just don't want to weaponize a community that large against this type of situation, because I can't control how aggressive people might get, and I don't want them getting that aggressive. As I said, these people are doing what they believe is right. So I don't want 58,000 people, or 54, sorry, I'm getting a little ballsy, puffing up my chest. But I don't want that many people being mobilized against this, because I could see that going wrong in so many ways. So really, I feel like this is containing itself quite well. I'm pretty sure actually there is double the amount of 5-star reviews as there are 1-star reviews on the post now. So with the community that I have on this channel right here, as well as my Discord, we've done the job. We've done as much as we need to do, and I'm very happy. I'm so proud of you guys, and I'm very happy that we were able to do this. And if anyone is watching this video who came from the Reddit post and believes still that these screenshots are real, please check out the video I posted yesterday. I promise you that this is not who my friend that I know as a person and have known personally for a long time, because that's how knowing someone as a person means, that's just not him. And it really is it's disheartening to see something so obviously fake go so viral so easily, but thus is the internet. Anyway, that's about it for now. I just wanted to record this really quickly. Thank you guys so much for all the help. As always, my name's Evan. I just finished this water bottle in between takes, and bye.